I'm back. I haven't posted in a while, but I've got some new information to share. I don't really have a lot to share on my case, but I've got some DNA test stuff to share. Oh, let me dull the ambulance. So, my account is basically about genetic information as well as background life experience information that's going on with me and my personal experience. And basically just story time, you know what I'm saying? I'm not in court or anything at the moment. Everything's kind of been settled down. But I've got some new interesting genetic stuff going on. So the last video I posted was a little bit controversial. Eskimo was something that I made a joke about in Danish, and I guess it made it into some Danish journalism. And there was an article published where they were using the word Inuiter like over and over and over and over and over again. And I was like, is this supposed to be a joke? Because it's so literary and linguistically incorrect that there's no reason that you should use that word if you're an educated person. Even in Danish, it's not very educational. I'll say it's not grammatically correct. So I talk about language. I don't know what's going on with the sirens. They're going crazy. I live in Spartanburg. Hold on, we'll give it a moment of silence for them. Okay, I think they passed. So it's not grammatically correct. And it's kind of abusive and insulting when you take a word from someone else's language, insert it into your language, and then say it incorrectly. So, for instance, if I was writing an article about another culture, and I'm not including them within my own culture, because these people obviously, like if you read the article, they say the word so many times, it kind of sounds like it's an insult. In Danish, the suffix er makes the word plural. So if you add er to the end of the word, it makes it plural. So it's like, oh, coolinger, under. So it's like chickens or ducks. You add the er to the end. And so the word Inuit is already plural. Inuit means people. So it's almost like if someone was to be like, people are. Like, why would you say that? It sounds dumb. The people are. The word is not a part of your language. So if you're going to use a borrowed word, which in linguistics is called borrowed words, when you're a part of an ethnic group that shares languages, pigeons are developed. Maybe they thought it was a pigeon. It's not like a pigeon word, like as a code word. You know what I'm saying? But when you bring other languages into your own language, Inuit is already plural. It means the people or people. So why would you say people er? Peoples. The peoples. And now I'm trying to think of an instance in English where we would say peoples. Multiple. And it on first sight it doesn't definitely sound kind of stupid. But my thing is, why don't you have a word for indigenous Arctic or indigenous people of the Arctic? For example, why don't they use the word or the phrasing opprinnelig folk i Arktis? Why are they using Inuitar when Inuit is not a part of their language? Unless they're claiming being a part of Inuit culture. So I'm going to try to create a linguistic example. Vosotros is a word in Spanish that means plural, multiple people. Like there's a group of you, y'all. Y'all is a term used in the southern states of America. What if I was to be like y'all-er? Or what if I was to be like vosotros, sir? It sounds like I'm doing this. It sounds like I have attitude. Like the word's already plural. Why do you need to add on to it? If you're going to use a borrowed word, you put quotations around it and you say vosotros. That means such and such in Spanish. Or you say y'all. That means such and such plural in English. If you want to say it in your language, say it in your language.